Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the coffee morning. It is a little later than normal, but I had a few technical issues, so I'm here and I've got my coffee ready. So I'm just waiting for people to come in. I did say I'd got the one waiting, but hi Tess, look, how are you? You're the first one in, actually. Oh, well, we've got 3 viewers, but only 1 chatting in the chat. Hey, Midnight Raven, how are you? I'm fine. I've still got the sniffles, hay fever, I think. Yeah, it has not been so bad. But yeah, it's that time of year when the hay fever starts and everything. So yes, and there was an update on the laptop that I'm using, and it decided to go on a go slow, so it took me forever to set the live stream up. So I did sit down here before 10 o'clock, but unfortunately it was taking forever. So, but I got there in the end, eh? So what has everybody been up to? I put the washer on first thing this morning, was going to get it out, but you lost. How come you lost? Hey, Big Red Bear. Yeah. How are you lost? Hey, Real Joey B, how are you? Yeah, I was going to put the washing out, but then it's gone dull again, so I've ended up putting it in the dryer. What's going on? Nothing, not really, just to catch up. Oh, you eat jalapenos for the vitamin C? I can't find directions. Where to? You know, I mean, if you be a bit more specific. Yeah, I take a multivitamin every morning. Hey, Salty Nuts. Sorry, Mr. Peanuts Gaming. So yeah, so it was looking a bit iffy outside. I've actually had to put the light on because it gone a bit dark. So I thought, sorry, I'll chuck it in the tumble dryer. Are you coming to see us, are you, Big Red Bear? Oh dear. I mean, I don't know whether you checked Pixie's Instagram page, but he went down to the Asda the other day, and they were like this taxi minibus type of thing. There was a taxi minibus, and he took a picture of it, because I'm not kidding you. You want to see the parking. So if any of you's got Pixie on Instagram, just go take a look at it. You know, I mean, I'm sure when Big Red Bear passes his test, you know, all I can say is just go take a look at it. And funnily enough, the local paper have got in touch with him and asked where it was, where it were parked. So I don't know whether they're sort of interested in running the story or what. But anyway, the local paper emailed him to ask him where the offending vehicle was parked up. So, but you will laugh when you see the parking. It was absolutely. Hey, Crimson Fantasy, how are you? No, it was down at Asda. Now I don't know whether it was Sunday or Monday. He went down, I think, to get some milk or some bread or something, and he posted this picture, and he says, I couldn't resist taking a picture because of the way it was parked. Hi, TH, how are you? Yeah. And same as I say, if you've got him on Instagram, go take a look at it, and it's you'll know what I'm talking about if you see the picture on Instagram. And it's sort of created that much interest that the local paper has been in touch with him. So yes, oh, that's the thing. I was in Crimson's last night and missed a vlog from the bog, because I'll tell you what it is. There's a picture up there. There's a picture up there. And this is to Crimson as well, if you didn't know what we were talking about. On Pixie's Instagram, he put a picture up. Now, some years ago, this was before my weight loss surgery, I made myself like a Christmas outfit. Now, he posted a picture on Instagram and he titled it Mrs. Christmas. Hey! And he titled it Mrs. Christmas. Now, Vlog from the Bog has not stopped going on about it. And Pixie's in the house. So I'm going to make you jealous now, Mr. P, because I've got a coffee. Sorry. I couldn't resist that one, Pixie. So I'm just telling them all about the picture of the parking in Asda the other day. Well, you'll be able to have it. You'll be able to have one when you come home at dinner. Yes. Well, so that's the story behind that, Crimson. There's a picture on Pixie's Insta of me dressed in a Santa outfit, which I made myself, a mind tad. Which I might add myself, I made everything that you see there. The same as I said to Barry. I'm not ashamed of myself then, and I'm not ashamed of myself now. I was proud of my work because I made that all myself, even the furry bits and the choker bit. I made that all myself, and I've still got it. So yeah, and same as I said, you know, it's there for a reason. You know, I'm not sure. I'm not nude or anything. It's me being proud of who I am. You know, and this was sort of post-surgery, before I had my surgery. You know, and it's not something that I'm ashamed of. But I did make a joke last night in Crimson's. I don't know whether you noticed. I said I said in the chat, right, we're off to bed and I'm just going to give Pixie's Christmas present early. And it's sort of just playing along with a joke, really. Hi, Tina, how are you? So I did make a joke of it. And I says, we're just going to bed and I'm going to give Pixie his Christmas present early. But it was just like a joke. So I didn't, you know, I weren't being funny or anything. It was just playing along with the joke, basically. So I'm expecting Vlog from the Bog coming in and calling me Mrs. Christmas. Yeah. So yeah, you're still waiting. Wait, what for? Hiya, Donny, how are you? So yeah, so I don't know whether they're actually going to run the story or they're going to hunt the taxi driver down. I don't know, because basically Pixie took the picture from behind, you know, the number plate and everything. So they're probably going to approach the taxi driver and ask him what if they ought to were playing at parking like that in Asda. You're still waiting for your Christmas present, are you, Pixie? Well, it's not even your birthday yet, let alone Christmas. So he might be waiting a while. Mrs. Crimbo. Yeah. Well, that's going to be my sort of next new nickname, I suppose. Well, this is exactly what I said. Hi, Cheery Giggles. Oh, lit some fireworks last night. Ooh. Well, I said exactly the same thing, because they're taxi. They think they can park how they like. They think they can drive how they like. And that's just how they are in Sheffield. I don't know whether it's sort of worldwide or whatever, but the taxi drivers think they own the road. Oh, you're a dictator now, are you, Donny? Oh. Oh. So who's called you a dictator then? Hey, easy days, how are you? So, yes. I get you now, Cheery Giggles. No, it was just a ruse. It's all right, I've got the window open in the kitchen and it's sort of just banged one of the doors too, because I think Callum's got his windows wide open as well. So, and the wind's picking up, so I think it's shut the door. Oh. Well, funnily enough, talking of that, easy days, I was looking at my analytics this morning. I mean, in little old me, I'm nearly on 100,000 minutes. So I'm sort of nearly halfway there. Ooh. I've actually been to Sheffield Children's Hospital with my son, because he's had a lot of problems with his ears. And congratulations, Easy Day. Same as I say, I sort of were checking mine this morning and I'm nearly to 100,000 minutes. Donny, not Donna. So, yeah, the Sheffield Children's Hospital is just basically not far away from us. Pixie's ghost just waking up. Well, you see what it is? It gets really, really hot in Callum's bedroom. So he opens the windows, because our windows, they're sort of like what we call on a latch. It's like got a latch mechanism, so you can only open it like so much. But you can sort of press this latch and you can open them wide. Well, I think he's got his open wide. Oh. It's all right, I'm laughing at Donna. He says he called Donny Donna. Well, it's a mistake he's always calling, because he calls Marie Mary, and he's always getting like names mixed up. Hey, DJ. So, yeah, so that's and sometimes, because I've got the patio doors open. Well, one of the patio doors. I've got the kitchen window open, and I think because Callum's got his bedroom windows open, it's like shut either our bedroom door to or bathroom door or something. So, Apex, your post is going off. So, yeah. So, but yeah, same as I say, I mean, going back to the taxi thing, I mean, you know, but you see, what makes me laugh is it was sort of half part between a disabled bay and half a normal bay. Now, there is posters up or notices up saying this car park is covered by such and such a parking company, right? You can get fined for not displaying a blue badge, you can get fined for not parking within the proper parking bays. So I don't know whether or not they'll send him a fine or something out, because that car park, etc., has CCTV. So whether or not he'll get a parking fine through the post, I don't know. But they're clear for everybody to see. You know, there's like specific things that it says you can get fined for, and not parking in the proper bays or in the proper manner is one of them. Hiya, Night Owl. Yeah, but the thing is, Big Red Bear, it wasn't, because Pixie saw him coming out and getting back into the car. He'd been in doing his shopping. So, yeah, so that's that one gone out at wind it. It weren't dropping anybody off or picking anybody up who were doing his own shopping. That is just crazy, Ian. Hiya.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you? Hiya, Emily. Hiya, Bella.
Yeah, not too bad. Suffering with a headache, but
I've been like that sort of for the last few weeks, but
yeah.
I've just put mine down to 8. Yeah, and it's all right. We're talking about parking. Kate. Pixie's put a picture up on Instagram of this taxi. Well, it's like a taxi minibus, whatever.
Oh wow.
So if you've got Pixie on Instagram, I mean, just take a look at it. The parking is absolutely ridiculous. And Big Red Bear just said he were probably dropping or picking somebody up. No, he weren't. He were doing his shopping.
Oh, okay. Hang on a sec. I think I've got Pixie
Yes,
on.
Ian, I do know about the story. Mr. DJ Ian's been run over by his crazy ex. That's a crazy ex for you, Night Owl.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, the weather out here has been I know it's gonna rain, and usually when
Have you
we
got
get
your
a big
volume turned
storm.
down? Because it's very
Hold on a sec. How's that?
a little bit better.
Okay. Maybe it's just me because usually I'm louder.
Oh yeah. So yeah. So I mean, you know, if you think we've got crazy exes, Mr. DJ Ian's got one even crazier.
Oh boy.
And luckily, well, when I say luckily, I mean he ended up going to A&E because he hurt his hip and he hurt his leg.
Oh
But
no.
you know, I mean, she could have been getting done for murder. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, and now that is a crazy ex for you. Sorry,
Yeah.
DJ Ian, but yeah.
Bye, Pixie.
Yes, get back to work and I'll see you at 12 o'clock.
Yeah. I was gonna go live today about 11 or so. Maybe have a bit of a trivia or something.
Yeah.
Um,
Same as I
because
say, we missed it the other night, and it were Pixie's speciality because he watches The Walking Dead.
mhm. I have a few more questions for you.
It's all right. I'm laughing at TH. It says my ex once sent a letter to my girlfriend at the time saying I was carrying on with 6 women. I bet you
Oh,
wish.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you wish.
that be every man's Christmas and birthday come together, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, every guy wishes that he could have his girlfriend with another girl. Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm sure Mr. Peard like 6 other women. Aunt Gulbury can't handle me, so let alone 6 others.
That's awesome.
You know, so as Crazy Ex goers, I mean, and I think DJ Ian tops it.
Yeah. I remember the one guy that I was with, I said to him, he says to me, he says, well, I'd like to see you and I with another girl. And I said, well, I'll make you a deal. If you and I get together with another guy, then I'll do it. And he would have nothing to do with that.
Yeah, well, if the cap fits, if you know what I mean. I mean, they want their fantasy, but when you want yours, it's a different kettle of fish. Beauty says, recap, please. Well, DJ Ian, his ex, actually run him over the other night.
Wow.
And it was due to go out and do a gig, and his crazy ex actually run him over.
Oh my gosh.
I think, I mean, I don't know whether I'm right saying this, DJ Ian, but she doesn't want him, but she don't want anybody else to have him either.
No, I know.
And that is like, it's that scenario, you know.
Sean's dad did the same thing. His girlfriend, they got in a big fight and she hit him with her car.
You know, it's one of them scenarios where she didn't want him. Oh, he was unloading at the gig when it happened. Oh, yeah. I thought it happened, you know, sort of pre, you know.
Yeah.
DJ's all right. He's got a sore hip. He's got a sore leg. He's just a bit sore at the moment, but he's okay. Oh, but it could have been a lot worse.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it could have been, you know, and so sort of tell us, DJ, what we're going to say. I mean, you know it was her, but has she been arrested or anything?
Yeah. Holy cow.
I'm laughing at TH. TH is a friend of ours, by the way.
Yeah.
So if anybody were wondering, TH is a friend.
All right.
TH said it destroyed the relationship as the girlfriend never trusted me. Yeah. You see, this is the thing. This is what my ex tried to do. He said I were meeting blokes off the internet. I were, you know, doodaring all about the place, which weren't true. Yes, CCT. Well done there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's let the law take care of it. That's good. She's been arrested and saying it and possibly even better.
Absolutely. You know, that's one thing I can say about England and in Britain, because you guys have cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
There's
well, you see
CCTV everywhere.
Yeah. Well, you see, I watch a program called 24 Hours in Police Custody, and this is a stupid thing about it. It will it sort of went back to like 2 years previous. This bloke got done for it. You know, one of these like dumbbell bar things that you put the weights on dumbbells. Yeah. He went into town armed with one of them, and he whacked somebody over the head with it. Now, he got done for that. So it sort of skipped two years forward, and basically they got a call, and he'd beat the holy crap out of his girlfriend. He'd hit her over the head with a kettle. She were a bloody mess. He'd actually stabbed her through her ear and into her neck, and it sort of like just missed jugular vein.
Oh,
so basically, they arrested him for attempted murder, and the police went into the back of the ambulance, like, you know how our police officers wear like what we call these body cams. And basically, they went into the ambulance. She wouldn't say who had done it to her. She didn't want to get this person into trouble, and it were a boyfriend. So they went to the hospital, they took pictures and everything, and she would not press charges against him.
What?
And I thought, how stupid are you, woman?
Yeah, see, now out here, I don't know if it's the same with the law out there. Carter, say hi, Jeanette.
Hi, Carter. Still half asleep.
He has been so upset all this week, and I have to say this before I tell the story, but he has been so upset all weekend because he keeps missing you.
Oh,
So the minute he heard your voice this morning,
there you go, a special little kiss.
his birthday was yesterday or Monday. Monday. His birthday was on Monday, so he's
Happy
now
birthday
10.
for Monday.
Thank you. Thank you.
You have to speak louder. I don't know.
Thank you.
But you see, I were actually terrible on Monday. My eyes were actually bloodshot. I'd got hay fever that bad.
Yeah, see, I was bad. Like yesterday, I was so bad that I was sitting in the dark most of the day.
I a little bit. But yeah, same as I say, I was sort of shouting at the television, "You stupid woman." You know, if he'd done that to me, basically, it wouldn't have been walking straight, put it that way.
Yeah, see, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, like the law out here, I don't know if it's the same out there as it is here, but hey Crimson. But what happens is no matter if the woman presses charges or not, he's automatically charged now.
Yeah, well, basically the same thing happened. Basically, because she wouldn't sort of be a witness against him, they charged him, but they had to sort of lessen it because they was going to do him for attempted murder.
Yeah.
Because the assault was that bad, they was going to do him for attempted murder. But because she wouldn't sort of give a statement saying exactly what he'd done to her, they dropped the charge to grievous bodily harm, I think, or something.
Oh my gosh.
You know. Anyway, I think he got about 4 years in end, and it sort of said at the end that they're no longer together. And I thought, hallelujah, thank God for that.
Yeah, but at least DJ's here ready to go to court and everything for her, you know, like that's
you know,
right.
I mean, it's sort of that's sort of what, you know, I mean, but because she wouldn't sort of, you know, throw him under the bus sort of thing, they said, well, look, it's that serious. We're still charging him anyway.
Yeah, love is blind.
You know, and I think to myself, because you see, where we used to live, there was a couple of doors down, and he was actually, well, at the time we thought it were a real gun, but it was shooting at him with one of these BB guns, and the police came out to our house to take a statement, and we actually had to go to do a lineup, you know, to pick him out of a lineup, but she weren't cooperating, and I says, you know, are you mad, woman? Yeah. You know, she wasn't cooperating in any way, shape, or form.
Wow.
And, you know, and I thought, you know, and same as you say, love is blind, but I mean, in that case, it was totally blind.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm surprised I stayed with my ex for 14 years and I kept taking him back after he'd leave and do whatever, right? So. And they already know because he did it right in front of these guys, so it's not like they're. Well,
that's it. Crimson says, "Lol, Jeanette, don't take note." No, I don't. I mean, I had it with my ex, and after, I mean, I put up with it for 21 years.
Yeah.
But then there comes a point where enough is enough.
Yeah, you're not going to be a doormat anymore.
No. You sort of come to that point in your life where you say, "No, I'm not having it anymore."
Yeah.
You know, and it's, but you know, what to me, me, I mean, how far does that person have to go? I mean, not in DJ Ian's, you know, in DJ Ian's instance.
Yeah.
How far does a person have to go before their spouses or partners or whatever are prepared to say, well, he's done this to me and I'm prepared to give a statement to you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah. Exactly.
And TH has said some women are frightened of consequences. The law needs to change. Well, you see, this is it. Yeah, I mean, we got on about, I mean, I can't remember whether it Regal VP on about abuse. I mean, it's not just
Yeah.
women, it's men as well. I mean, men
Yeah.
do get abused.
Yeah, exactly. See, I agree with Crimson because my ex was like that, like, and Carter knows because, and that's why, I have a hard time talking about it in front of him, but it's like walking on eggshells with him. He has bipolar depression, so he's happy one minute and then he snaps the next minute.
It's like flicking a light switch.
Absolutely, yep.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
my ex, he liked to drink, and
Yeah.
it were when he first started. I mean, a lot of people. I mean, I've not really. There is one or two, but the one that went in Kate's the other day, I don't think so.
Where is Kate today?
I have no idea.
Oh.
But
Okay.
the one that went in Kate's yesterday, she said that was a new one.
Oh no.
So,
boy. Oh boy.
I at Oz Beach, Andy. Yeah. So same as I was saying.
Yeah.
When my husband first started abusing, well, my ex-husband, not Pixie.
Yeah.
When he first started abusing me, it were fight back, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Defend himself. Well, that didn't work. So then I thought, well, if I don't argue with him, he's not going to hit me. That didn't work either. And everything you try, it don't work.
Yeah.
So you sit there not knowing what to say, or if they're gonna flip out.
Yeah. You don't know if they're gonna snap, right? So it's like you walk on eggshells because then you learn what sets them off, and you just.
Well, this is it. You know, it were a case of, you know, should I say this in case it sets him off? Should I say that in case it sets him off? The same as I was saying, you know, it's not just from a woman's point of view, but there is men out there that are getting abused.
Yeah,
you know, I
absolutely. It's just as bad for them as it is for us. Yeah.
It says it sounds like your cold is better. It's I won't say it's 100%, but I've still got like the sniffles.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking exactly the same. TH, let them say what they've got to say.
Yeah.
But I mean, Beauty Bella's saying it's very hard to defend yourself against a man, but then you've got like women that are psychos as well, and you've got like I think a lot of it is, and I kind of put it, it's control.
It is. It's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's what it basically boils down to. It boils down to control.
I mean, the hard part though is, you know, there's not just physical abuse, there's verbal abuse, financial abuse, you know, and stuff like that.
And emotional abuse. Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of emotional abuse.
Oh, absolutely. I hear you on that one. And you've been there to listen to me a couple times when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, well, same as I say. I mean, for somebody that's been through it, you know what I mean.
Yeah. But I mean, like, women, I think women do more of the financial abuse towards men and verbal abuse towards men than physical. But there is some women who get quite physical. I met when my son was we first moved to Hamilton. He started at this one school downtown, and I met a gentleman there, and he was such a teddy bear, such a sweetheart, and everything else. And he says the one day his girlfriend got so mad at him that she took a fry pan to the side of his head. And I'm like, you know, and you never realize until you hear stories like that it is just as bad for guys as it is for us. You know, and
well, same as TH said, it's more embarrassing for a man to admit that he's been abused, or you know,
it's pride.
It is. It's. I mean, in a way, it's. You see, but having said that, let's sort of create this scenario. Let's say Pixie would never hit a woman. Pixie would never ever hit a woman. Now let's say I got violent against him. You know, for a bloke that's not non-violent to be confronted with a sort of a lunatic raving girlfriend, wife, or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pixie'd never lift it, and you know.
Yeah. Yes, it can. Yeah, I agree with Beauty. Yeah, it can be. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for a man to say, well, I'm not retaliating because I don't hit women, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's hard.
You see, I think a lot of that is what it is, you know. But you know, it's same as I say. I mean, I've not really talked about mine because I don't really like to talk about it. Because some, as I say, I you know, I've got 3 grown-up children, and you know, hi, Obama Grits, how are you?
Hey, Obama.
Hi, California Greenhorn Fisherman, how are you?
Oh, he's new. For me, anyway. But yeah, it's I agree with you there. It's hard to talk about because it's, you know, like for me, I mean, it's the same kind of situation, but at least like I have my kids, but you know, it is hard to talk about because of the emotional scarring.
Yeah, and I mean, I will say this. I mean, going through something like that, it does make you stronger, and it makes you harder. You know, you sort of put a wall up towards other men and women. You know what I mean? It's you know, it does make you. Well, I'll tell you a story. When I first met Pixie, and I thought my thought was, you know, you know, all men are saying they're just after one thing, sort of thing. We swapped numbers, blah blah blah, and I get it, and he rung me the next morning. Anyway, Teacher says I would never lift a hand other than to defend myself. I've always been open and honest. If women came at me with a knife or a weapon, I would drop them. And the relationship, well, exactly, yeah.
Hi, Obama Grits, how are you?
Well, this is it, Bella. I mean, same as I say, I mean, I hadn't really opened up about mine, but I mean, 1 or 2 people that do know that I was I was abused in my first marriage, and I say, you know, if anybody's going through the same thing and they want to come to me and say, you know, I mean, like me and Night Owl's spoken, you know, I will give advice, or, you know, say, well, you know, you know what I mean? And anyway, so me and Pixie got together. Mrs. P's had it hard like myself, yeah. So anyway, me and Pixie got together. We actually moved in together. So I was upstairs. I think I'd gone upstairs to go in the bath or something, and I just sat on the edge of the bed, and I was crying my eyes out.
Aww.
So anyway, Pixie comes up and he says to me, "What's up? Have I upset you or something?" Like, you know, have I said, you know, he thought he'd upset me.
Yeah.
Hey, crazy Kev, how are you? You know, and I sat on the edge of the bed and I was absolutely inconsolable. And he come and put his arms around me and he says, you know, have I upset you? Have I done? You know, he thought it was his fault. And I says, how can I put it? I says to him, I says, you know, you're so different to my ex, to what I'm used to. I feel like I don't deserve you. You're too good. You know what I mean? And I sort of went through that scenario. It were too good for me. It were, you know, I don't deserve it, you know.
Right.
But you do. You go through all sorts of emotions. I couldn't believe how lucky I was to get somebody like Pixie that loved me for who I was, didn't call me names, you know, and he loved me for who I was and the way I was.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, you found your soulmate at that point too, right? So.
You know, and it was just one of them. Same as say, it was just one of them moments. I don't know what sort of set it off, and I just sat there crying, and I was thinking
I think. I mean, for you, like for me, it was the same thing. Like, I mean, I've been single for 2 years now, and I chose to focus on my kids at this point because it just I can't afford the emotional stress of another guy right now. But if I met a guy, that happened, I think I would probably fall apart too, because I mean, you have all that hurt, and you meet someone that is just basically placed in your lap that's been is just your soulmate, and treats you the way that you are supposed to be treated.
Yeah,
I would fall apart too after all.
Hi, Nerd of the North. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, DJ Ian says very much the same as me now. I'm luckiest guy to have Sophie. She's been amazing, and Sophie is absolutely beautiful. You know, and it's I can't explain. It was it was this overwhelming feeling of, you know, it was this overwhelming feeling of, you know, well, you know, I don't deserve somebody as nice as Pixie. I mean, you know, I can't really explain. I can't really explain. It was just the feeling was overwhelming.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, and in all honesty, I could put my hand on my heart and I can say that we've never ever argued, and it's his anniversary next Thursday, 15 years, and we've never argued.
Well, congratulations.
Never. Oh, Iceberg says, have a nice day. I got to do some editing.
Oh, boy.
Jerry wants to know where her kiss. I only reserve my kisses for special people, Carter.
That's right.
So that's Carter, and that's my special little man.
Yeah, is Big Red leaving?
It says he's got man flu.
Oh, he's got the man flu.
Oh, so disaster. Got man flu.
Yeah. Does that? Yeah, that means he's a big suck right now, and he's got no one to take care of him. Poor baby.
But yeah, I mean, same as I say, and TH says me and my better half never are. You see, same as I say, we've been married 15 years next Thursday.
Yeah.
But we've actually been together sort of, I don't know, it's 17 or 18 years.
Yeah.
But we've sort of gone through like quiet things where I don't say anything to him or he don't say anything to me, sort of, you know, but we've never argued, we've never had a crossword or anything.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. I met my wife online. Wow, congratulations.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, you see, same as I say, I mean, I just so happened to meet Pixie. Same as I say, I mean, the parting words from my ex was, you know, you'll never find anybody else. You know, she's too fat. Yeah, nobody will ever want you. And these were his parting words. Nobody will ever want you. You know, you're fat and you're ugly and all this, that, and other. 4 weeks later, I met Pixie.
Thanks, Mama.
4 weeks later,
wow,
I met Pixie, and that's him that said I'd never meet anybody else, and nobody had ever loved me, and you know.
And 15 years or 18 years later, technically, yep. Yeah. I mean, you're still. That's so amazing. Wow. I know there's someone out there for me. I just, you know what? I've tried the online thing. I've tried the, you know, going to a bar or going to mixed couples nights or, you know, putting myself out there and everything else. And it's like, you know what? I'm done doing that because it just.
But I mean, as I've said before, Night Owl, there's somebody out there for you, and when you're least expecting it, and the Nerd of the North says you ladies all deserve nothing but the best.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
That's awesome. You see,
going back to what TH has said, my better half is still married and we're living in sin. Well, technically, when I when me and Pixie moved in together, I was still married.
Yeah.
But it was only for the fact that he wouldn't give me a divorce.
Yeah.
Sort of dug his heels in and said, well, you know, you've had the cheek to leave me and blah, blah, blah. So why should I give you a divorce? You know what I mean? It was one of them scenarios.
Yeah. How did you finally get the divorce from him?
Well, it was like just back to-ing and fro-ing through the solicitors.
Right.
And basically, I wanted to do him like unreasonable behaviour, blah, blah, blah. But we sort of come to an agreement so we could sort of get it through quicker, was irreconcilable differences or something.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So we agreed sort of, on the basically we sort of, because I wanted him to break down of the marriage because of unreasonable behaviour. He says, well, basically something that you can both agree on, and it was irreconcilable differences or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. I know, believe it or not, my oldest son's dad, I'm still married to him. And I finally got the nerve up because I felt so bad because my family looks so down on divorce and everything like that. So I've been trying for so long to.
Bar Margaret says, "Night, please go to my channel and listen to how I Met My Hubby Part 2 of my story. God does have someone for you."
Yeah, he does. You're right.
Yeah, the same as I say, it'll happen when you're least expecting it.
Yep. Like, there's a guy that lives across from me, and I think he's absolutely amazing. But he's like, for me, and like I said to Raven and a lot of other people that have made comments on my channel, I love everybody the same. Just because you're either a Christian or not a Christian, that it's everybody's, we're all the same. We all bleed the same.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, and this guy's not a Christian, and that's the only thing is his attitude and stuff like that towards women and stuff. But he is a super awesome dad. He's got 3 kids. He's lost his wife to cancer about, I think, 6 years ago now. But he's got twins and a younger son, and he is such a wicked awesome dad. And he's such a sweetheart. He'd give you the shirt off his back if he had to. And, he's so awesome that way. But I think him and I are on the same kind of wavelength. We're not ready for that relationship yet. So, but I'm not even seeing him. So
I'm going back to what TH said. I wouldn't give my ex-wife a divorce because it was a pack of lies. Told her to change the papers and admit adultery, which she wouldn't. We see this is where we were going backwards and forwards and said, well, we're getting nowhere fast here. And my solicitor just advised me, well, he's come back with, he's willing to say, reconcilable differences. So we settled, that's what we settled for in the end. I thought, well, the sooner I get him out of my life, the better.
Yeah, I'll take what I can get at that point. Yeah. What was it? We had 6 years and then divorce on her own terms. Been much easier if she had just admitted it all. It would have been, and that's the thing. Like, you never know what they're going to do, and of course, no one wants to admit to that. But still, if she would just admit that she did it and get it over with, yeah, I hear you.
But same as I say, I'd got to the point. I mean, at this point, I was pregnant with Callum. His plan was to try and get married before Callum were born.
Yeah.
But that didn't go to plan because he was actually 8 months old when we got married. So, it were, just get it. And once it's final, once it's settled, then we can sort of plan a date for his wedding.
Yeah. Callum's grown up to be a quite handsome young man too. He looks like his daddy and his mummy put together.
It's sort of got my temperament. I mean, Well, I was telling everybody the other day, he always, before he goes to school, he always goes in the bath.
Right.
Now, I was down here doing whatever. So I get this shouting and I goes, what's up? He says, I can't take tap off. He panics.
Oh, okay.
I can't take tap off. I'm trying to take tap off. I can't take tap off. So, I mean, I'm sort of not, I'm not quickest off the mark, so to speak. But I get all the way, because like our stairs go up a landing and then another set of steps. So I gets right to the top, right to the very top, and then he says, oh, I've done it. I went, oh, you couldn't have done it when I were at bottom of the stairs. Here's me sort of breaking my neck to get upstairs because, God, there'll be all water coming over its side at bath and, my bathroom will be flooded and all sorts. And I get to the top and he says, oh, I've done it. I've managed to do it. I thought, oh, God.
Oh, my gosh. That's when you want to box their ears at that point.
So I mean, I can laugh about it now, but it weren't funny at the time because, I mean, as you know, I've got arthritis and whatever. So I'm sort of not best at getting about, but,
Yeah, it's that struggle to get up the stairs. You get halfway up. Oh, I got it. Urgh.
No, I'd actually got right to the top.
Yeah.
I'd actually got right to the top of the stairs. I mean, I wouldn't have minded so much if I'd only go face lots of stairs. When he said, oh, I've done it, but he didn't. Yeah, I actually got to the top of the stairs.
Oh, my gosh.
So I went, oh. When you have one of them moments where you go, oh.
Yep.
And
my favorite saying is, are you kidding me? Really?
T8 says the bloke she left me for beat her black and blue and had umpteen affairs and ended up behind bars serving a life sentence for sexual assault and rape.
Oh my gosh.
But, I must admit, I am a great believer in karma.
Yep.
What
goes around comes around. Yep.
Yeah, and testament to this, my ex has never remarried. He can't keep a girlfriend for long. I wonder why.
Yeah.
And I always say, what goes around comes around.
Yeah. You're just happy to hear Mrs. P's voice, aren't you?
And I'm Carter's alarm clock.
That's right. Yeah. He's got a little boy crush.
That's okay, Carter. I don't think Pixie will mind.
No, it was funny. I remember when I was on live and Pixie was there and I said, look, this is your competition.
And he's got a sword.
Yeah. He's got a plastic sword.
Oh, yeah. Same as I say, I'm a big believer in what goes around comes around. And, same as I say, I mean, I've been happily married for 15 years and been together nearly 18 years. And that's just testimony,
Yeah.
And he's never been able to settle down with a girlfriend. He's never remarried or anything. So, I mean, it's,
yeah. Well, I mean, my ex, he's proposed to every single girl he's dated. And, including me, and stuff like that. And it's like, I wonder, like the girl he's with now has been together almost a year and a half now. And I'm just wondering, like, he's proposed to her already. Within the first 6 months, he proposed to her. And I'm like, I have nothing against her at all. Absolutely nothing. But when I hear she's talking about me behind my back to him and stuff like that in front of my kids, then I have a problem with her.
Bella says, I have to go, my friends. Wednesday's shopping day. I've tried Morrison's this week, lol. There was some good bargains waiting for it to arrive.
Wow.
Just check his hairline, Bella. Make sure he ain't got a wig on.
Yes.
See you, Bella.
Bye, Bella.
But yeah, it's I'm a big believer things happen for a reason. like, it was just coincidence. I met Pixie that night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it was just, I believe that when things are meant to be, they're meant to be.
Absolutely. Yep.
You know, and you know, this, I'm a great believer in that. You know, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and it was just fate that we met.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, like, yeah, like you said, to like, there is someone out there for everyone, and right now, like I said, I'm just not pursuing anything like that. And when I meet him, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you could be going to the supermarket or whatever and bump into somebody you don't know, do you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's just got to look like a Greek god, that's all.
Adonis.
Yep. Oh.
I mean, we were talking. We were on Ravens the other day, and we're Emily.
You know what? I went on Plenty of Fish, and all the guys on there, they only want one thing. And no offense, TH, you're probably an amazing guy. But yeah, half the guys that I talked to on there, that's all they wanted.
But I forgot what. Oh yeah, we were on about crushes and everything.
Yeah.
But I forgot to mention Carter.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, so Emily was going on about she got a crush on somebody. She was like leaving cryptic clues and everything. So basically, I did a little bit of digging and I found out who it was.
Oh boy.
It's how can I put it? It's not like your normal run of the mill guy. Is a TV star.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
But I sort of just did a little bit of digging and I says, I know who it is. And I told everybody, and she says, yeah, you've got it right, Jeanette. So anyway, Kate has got a crush, if you're still here, Crimson Fantasy, and Juice My Randomness has both got a crush on Crimson Fantasy.
Ooh.
And I sat there and I said, well, I've only got one crush. I says, and it's Pixie.
Yep.
But I forgot about Carter. Sorry, Carter.
Oh.
So everybody, I mean, if Midnight Raven's still watching, yes, I've got a crush and it's Carter.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
He's got a crush on Jeanette.
And it's gone all shy now.
Yeah. Hello. Hi, Jelly Duck. How are you? Carter.
Hiya, Jelly Duck. Yeah, so Kate and Juice My Randomness have both got a crush on Crimson Fantasy.
Oh yeah, our first date was a disaster. Oh, that's spilled hot chocolate all over his first date.
Oh dear.
Yikes. Yeah.
She probably thought he was a bit clumsy.
Maybe a bit. I am and all that, but my mom, it was funny, I was about 2.5 years old. My mom tells this story to everybody, but she says that she walked into the doctor's office with me, and of course I was covered in bruises, right? This lady took a look at me and she's like, oh, you beat your daughter, I'm going to call Children's Aid and this and that. Mom goes, give it a couple minutes. Trust me. You'll see why she's got the bruises. Yeah. 2 minutes later, I tripped and fell, and I fell on a table that was halfway across the room, and I ended up with bruises. So I'm accident prone. I walk into everything.
Well, you see, the thing is with me, bruises appear, and I don't even know where I've done them because I do. I mean, my mum was the same. She bruised ever so easily. You know, we even thought of going to the doctors to have like blood tests and things. This is no word of a lie. I had a blood test one day, and I think it was in this arm, and I'm not kidding you, from my wrist down to my elbow, bruised completely, and that was just from a blood test.
Yeah. I get little bruises and stuff, but nothing really bad. But I have low iron.
No sort of. Sometimes are you walking about and you sort of knock yourself on something? Well, I don't remember doing it, and then I'll get up next morning and I've got the biggest of bruises on my legs. Pixie will say to me, where's that bruise come from? I don't know. I can't remember. You know what I mean? But you just forget, don't you, that you've sort of caught yourself or knocked yourself or.
Yeah.
But I bruise everything easy, and my mum was exactly the same, you know.
Yeah. Is Jelly Duck, are you talking to me or Jeanette, hon? Because he said, I think your kids must be proud of you. But yeah, I was speaking of my kids. My oldest one messages me. I can't say too much because he doesn't want the boys to know until he's ready to tell them. But he told me that he was doing something, and I said the answer he was expecting me to freak out on him and say, "How dare you? What are you thinking? This and that." And I said, "You got to do what's best for you." I said, "I love you and I will support you in no matter what you choose to do."
Well, this is it. I mean, I've had all 4 boys, you know, and there's been a programme on here in the UK called Long Lost Families, and it's like people.
I've seen that.
Yeah. Well, on Monday there was like a recap what happened next after long. Well, one of the guys, there was a lady looking for a brother, and she says she was about 14 at the time. She says, and basically she got up one morning and they were gone. Well, she says she'd gone to bed, she heard raised voices, and when she got up the next morning, he'd gone.
Yeah. Wow.
She says she didn't find out till after her mother had died, till after the funeral. It was because he came home and said he was gay.
Oh my gosh.
And basically they disowned him, right, you know, pack your stuff, you're gone.
Get out. Oh,
you know what I mean?
Man.
But same as they were saying, I mean, we're talking about mid-50s, early 60s. And somebody to come home and say that there was gay, it were frowned upon. Now, basically, it was disowned. It was, and 40 years later, his sister was looking for him.
Yeah.
You know, and they found each other. They found each other.
Oh, wow, that's good.
And they both sort of said, you know, because of the discrimination from his parents towards him for being gay has kept them apart for 40 years.
Wow. Can you
and
imagine?
I've always said, you know, nowadays, from my point of view, I love my kids unconditionally.
Absolutely.
Tell them to come home and say tomorrow, you know, I'm gay or this, that, and other. You love them unconditional, no matter what.
Absolutely.
Yep. You know what I mean? A mother's love is unconditional.
Yeah.
You know, regardless of the sexuality or what, they're still your child, they're still your son or daughter.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? But you're still getting discrimination and, you know, certain things going on because of people's sexuality.
Yeah.
You know, I don't discriminate about a person's skin color, you know, you know, or the sexuality. A person's a person to me, you know.
I agree with you there. Yeah. And I have a song that I always listen to sometimes. It's called We All Bleed the Same. And we all do. We all bleed red. And whether you're gay, black, white, yellow, green, short, tall, fat, thin, I love everybody. And, you know, I look at it this way. It's like I'm one of those people who is like, why can't we all just get along? Why can't we?
Exactly.
You know? Hey, Mohammed. Oh, Choppers Rules is finally in.
Hiya, Choppers.
Yeah. So yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I love everybody the same. And I mean, some people say I'm too nice. And I said, but what you see is what you get. This is me. And if you don't like me for me, then I'm sorry. But, you know, you can keep walking. I'm Canadian, Mohammed.
Exactly, Kate. Peace, not war.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm English.
Yeah. Jeanette's English.
You know, and same as I've said, you know, you nice to me and I'll be nice back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's right.
Hey, Nadia, how are you?
Oh, hello, Nadia. You're new to me.
I think she goes in Gemma Grace's, I think.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I felt bad yesterday. Like I had such a bad headache, and everybody was going live yesterday, and I just missed the end of Eagles live yesterday morning. But I had such a bad headache yesterday that I was just kind of watching videos at a low volume and whatever, just
I
to give
were
people their
exactly like that
watch.
on Monday. I mean, I've got such terrible,
You fell asleep like 7 times.
you know,
Oh,
I think it were like the sinuses, hay fever, and I were just the same. My eyes were bloodshot and everything on Monday, and I just sort of, I did what you did. I just chilled out all day on Monday.
yeah, yeah. And I felt bad because there's so many people's videos that I need to catch up on, like, and I feel bad not watching them. Like the other day I went over to Pixies and I caught up on all the drone stuff and stuff he's been doing, and so I have this, like, because I'm almost at 1,000, right? It's like I have this whole list of like 400 notifications every day, and it's like it's hard to keep up with that,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. But it's I'm gonna get there this weekend. I guarantee it, man. I'm at 966.
Cool.
Yeah, can't wait. I'm so excited. I never thought it was gonna grow so fast.
Hiya,
Yeah.
Tony. How are you? So, if anybody's not supported Night Owl,
Aw.
you want to put a link in the chat?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. So if you know how to do it, you can. I'm learning how to do it, but
Well,
a lot of times.
just write in the chat. Just put so everybody
Oh.
can support you. Yeah, it is. Same as I say, I put my washer on first thing this morning. I've been in the bath and everything, and then I come down. I thought, nah, should I or shouldn't I? It's a really weird one today, so I thought, bugger it, I'm going to put it in tumble dryer.
Carter, you're so weird. Go get dressed, baby. Oh, no. Hey, Nadia, how are you? Yeah. Oh, okay. But yeah, it's what was I gonna say now? Hey,
He wrote,
Chopper, how
he
are you?
wrote something deflammatory.
Yeah, I saw that. I was just about to hit that.
Oh,
yes,
Tony
she
says
did.
he already supported you.
He has. Yes, he has. Yeah. But yeah, it's hard to keep up, and especially when, like, you and I both, like, I have osteoarthritis and other issues, right? So it's
Well, that's it. You
Thank
know,
you, Nadia.
at the end of the day, same as I always say, you've got a life outside of YouTube, and you just do what you can.
Yeah, like even Raven and I were talking yesterday afternoon, and she said to me, like, people are getting upset because she doesn't have a set schedule for her lives and stuff. And I said, I don't either. And I said, the thing is, like, you can't, especially
Well,
when you
this is
have
it.
kids and you have a family, right? Like, you can't just go, oh, I'm going to go live every day.
You see, Pixie always says to me, because his work colleague's on holiday for 2 weeks, but there's a new lad started, so he's sort of concentrating on this area. So he says, all this week I'll be coming home for my lunch. All right, fair enough. So he says to me before he went out, are you going live this morning? I says, well, to be quite honest with you, I says, I don't feel like it. I says, my eyes is bloodshot. I says, my nose is still bunged up or snivelling. I says, and I don't fancy sitting there in front of camera, sort of blowing my nose, itching my eyes, rubbing my eye. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and I just didn't feel like it, if you know what I mean.
No, I hear you.
As look at it, I mean, Midnight Raven went live, so I thought, phew, thank God for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, no, I felt that way. Yes, I was gonna, like, I told everybody I might come on yesterday and do some Disney, like, just ask questions just for fun. And I just went, no, I can't do it. I can't even focus on the screen right now. Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's it. Same as I say, you know, if you don't feel like it, you don't feel like it, whether anybody likes it or not. You know,
Yeah.
you put your health first. If you know, as soon as I say, it's
Yeah.
you know, I was like that on Monday. I mean, yeah, I went on Eagle VPs yesterday because I felt a little bit better. I
Yeah.
won't say I'm like 100%.
No.
Oh, Kate James says she'd
Aw.
love to work night out, so that's one extra.
Thanks, Kate. And thanks, Nadia. Nadia, I'm doing okay. I'm just having allergy issues. And you know, when the barometric pressure goes up and down the way it does, that's
Well,
when I start to get really bad headaches.
you know how I put it the other day? I says, because it was nice here over the weekend, I says, I think everybody and his dog were mowing the lawns on Saturday or Sunday. And I think
Yeah.
that's sort of what triggered me off, even though I take antihistamine every single day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I says,
Yeah.
I think it was a pollen overload over the weekend. And I think that's why I felt so ill on Monday.
Mm-hmm. Well, I went out with my dad. My brother had lent his car to my dad for the day. And we were driving around. And of course, you know, the milkweed, when the fluff comes out of the milkweed, it's everywhere. And of course, I'm scratching my eyes and, you know, and I'm just going nuts. I can't even walk into a potpourri store or a perfume store without sneezing. Like, it's that bad.
Going back to what Chirich says, were there trolls on yesterday? You see, I didn't go live yesterday. Eagle VP did, and Kate's family vlogs actually went live, and as you know, they was in before I was even in yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I am
Mary. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know whether you've watched what's been going on.
Yeah. Kind of caught a bit of it. Yeah.
I got the good one.
Hey.
How's the doing? But yeah, so you know, and these people that's been doing it are absolutely diabolical. That's all I'm saying on it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
There's who was it? Was it yesterday? I caught somebody's. I was on with SP Entertainment, I think. Oh no, Driver Family Vlogs. They're an awesome family. I have nothing bad to say about them. And they've chosen not to be part of the I'm a Creator community. Well, they had somebody come on that was from the community and just kept berating them through the chat. And I'm like, okay, you know what? That's not what I'm a Creator's about. Like, it's an awesome community and I love being a part of it and I will support it 100%.
Not when somebody like that's coming in and doing it on the community's behalf.
Oh, bye, Nadia.
Bye, Nadia.
Yeah, so it was just, you know, yeah. But
well, you see what it is. These people that have been threatening Kate, they're doing it supposedly on someone else's behalf. Now that person, the third person, has never been revealed.
Yeah.
But they are supposedly doing it on behalf of someone.
That's not right.
You know, this other person has never met them, doesn't know anything about them, yet they're doing this on her behalf, threatening to cut Kate's throat, calling calling her daughter a retard and everything.
Oh. See, that's when I draw the line. That's just not right, and that's where YouTube needs to check them. Now I got a question when it comes to something like that. When you report someone like that or whatever, does YouTube look at their channel or does it just kind of go by the wayside?
You see, the thing is, this person that's been threatening Kate, she reported them to the police.
Oh, good.
Now there's 3 channels.
Oh boy.
Now, basically, that person was arrested.
Okay.
She had all her a mobile phone, blah, 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 laptop and everything took away from it and wasn't supposed to go on the internet. So what happened the next day?
She's on the internet.
She's on the internet. So anyway, she got another warning. So anyway, when it come to the crunch, that person says, it wasn't me, it was me daughter, and because she's under 18, the police have said that they couldn't. She's thrown her own daughter, supposedly, under the bus.
That's not right.
So now she's back on it again. Well, she went never off it, but she's, you know, she's stalked Kate through Facebook, her Instagram, private emails and everything. Threats. Now, to me, you know, that is going beyond, and either YouTube, the police, or somebody should do something, because they shouldn't be allowed to get away with it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I know that we have these trolls that come in, and some of them are just being silly. They got nothing better to do with their time and whatever. Like, I get that. But, you know, when you get stuff like that happening where you're being literally stalked and whatever else, you know, YouTube needs to nip that in the bud.
You see, same as I've said, I mean, she's not only had threats against herself, they've even threatened a child, a 2-year-old child.
Yeah, that's disgusting. You know, like, if anybody threatened my kids, yeah, exactly.
You know, and basically,
yeah, cyberbullying.
I saw a comment on this other person's channel saying, I am going to go into every live stream that she goes in to make trouble. And I saw that comment. Yeah. And all I did was put in the comment, you're a troublemaker. Yeah. Now, that caused only...
Yeah.
Because I was saying this person was a troublemaker. So then, and basically what maddened me was, they was coming into my channel, they was coming into Pixie's channel, and they were calling people paedophiles, perverts and everything, because we was associating with Kate.
Yeah. And poor Kate. I mean, she's so sweet. And I love her so much. She's such an awesome young lady.
It was their life's mission to target everybody that Kate associates with.
Yeah.
You know, and I know we're sort of raking over the coals again, but
yeah,
you know,
it's not right.
It's worse than just trolling. You know, they're picking on people that associate with Kate.
Yeah,
everyone. I mean, they were in the Midnight Ravens the other day.
Yeah.
You know, and the stuff that they were saying was disgusting, vile, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you talk about a role model for your children. You try to be a role model for your children.
Yeah.
I said this the other day. How can that be a role model for your children?
It's hard. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Ozzy Mark, how are you?
If that's how a person is behaving, how can you be a role model for anybody?
Exactly. Exactly.
Pure and simple. Pure and simple. You're not saying.
I think even if that girl's daughter is doing it, or I know it's the mom, right? But
well, we don't even know whether it's a man or a woman.
Yeah,
but it's a woman, supposedly, and a daughter.
Yeah, but I mean, this is the thing. They should be taking all electronics away from the two of them, not just the mom or whatever. Like, they should be making sure that she has nothing to do with it, because I mean, that's just. I mean, obviously, you find access to computers no matter where you go. But if you've got nothing better to do with your time than to keep finding computers and harassing people and whatever else, like, you have to create new accounts once one's reported and removed and this and that and the other thing. And it's just like, you know.
Well, same as I said exactly the other day. It's going beyond being a troll. You know what I mean?
Oh, what's that? What did Trevor say? No, it's 3 marks on the stream.
Yeah, Topper's Rules, Ozzy Mark.
And Mark.
Mark, please.
Yeah, sorry. I thought thought he meant like 3 strikes and you're out type thing.
No, there's 3 different marks in the chart.
Yeah. Sorry, my cat licks me all the time. I'm like, just.
But you know, I mean, in my opinion, same as I say, it's going beyond trolling. You know, to specifically target one person and make, I mean, death threats.
Yeah,
going to break her kneecaps and slit her throat.
Oh my gosh! See, that's not right. I mean, that's what I mean. Like, Kate is such a sweet, sweet young lady, and she's such a good mom and everything else. Like, I don't understand what is wrong with people these days. I'm just like...
And Kate James has said, no, she's not the Kate that we're talking about.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, it's the other one. Aw. And she's such a sweetie, you know, like, oh, it is awful, Kate. It is. Yeah. Too much. But I mean, I just, I'll be praying for her because that's hard to go through, especially when you have a family to worry about.
Kate messaged me yesterday. Well, this is the thing. There is a third one keeps popping up called the Only Lemon effect. Okay. I don't know much about it. Kate told me that she got a friend that was tracing IP addresses. Mm-hmm. Right. So the Only Lemon effect, they've traced the IP address to four different locations.
Oh my gosh.
4 different locations they've traced that IP address to.
Yeah.
So it's either the person's moving about the country because one of them, there was Surrey in England, London, Edinburgh in Scotland, and Derry in Ireland. Now Kate lives in Ireland.
Oh, that's not good. Ouch.
So, but that's just the Only Lemon effect. They have been traced to 4 different locations.
Wow.
That's now, obviously, crazy. Kate didn't disclose to me who this friend was or anything. Yeah. But I'm just saying she told me that she got somebody tracing the IP address, and it was traced to 4 different locations.
Oh my gosh! Like, really? Holy cow! How bored do you have to be?
Well, this is it. They're just attention seekers. They've got nothing better to do.
Obviously, someone locked up in their basement.
People, and it's sort of, wow, is it your life's goal to make everybody miserable?
Yeah, it's like, is some old guy no offense, I'm not saying old, young, whatever, but locked up in his basement with nothing better to do.
Oh, yeah. Then sit behind a keyboard and make everybody's life a misery.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, Kat.
I mean, personally, I've got other things I can be doing than sitting there and.
Yeah. Well, I said it to my friend the other day. I said, I don't go out a lot, but I go out when I can. And when I'm in the house, I'm cleaning.
Yeah.
Because I have better things to do.
You're a mom. She's put, Cherry Giggle says, that's strange. An IP address is only for one internet. But what if it's a mobile device?
See, what they can, I don't know. Hackers know how to do it, but you can ping your signal off of different IP addresses if you know how to do stuff like that.
I was saying, I mean, I'm not technologically minded, so I can just about set a live stream up. I mean, I know nothing about IP addresses or how to trace them or whatever. So, I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue.
I don't even know how to use Hangouts on my own because I was thinking about going on a chat yesterday and I'm like, I don't know how to invite anybody. I don't know how to do anything.
Well, you see, I use a laptop, so it's easy enough for me to set up. It's, I mean, but when I did my first ever live stream, it took me about an hour.
Yeah.
But it's sort of like it's second nature to me now. But, as for tracing IP addresses and whatever, I haven't got a clue.
No, me either. Yeah. See, and that's the thing, like, I figured out how to put people's channel link in because when I'm a moderator, I can do that, right? Like I can put somebody's link in the chat and stuff like that. And now that I figured out how to do that, I'm good at that. But I learn one thing at a time.
Well, some as I say, because Cheery Giggle says mobile is different. That's an actual carrier that you belong to. You see, I haven't got a clue. But
no, exactly.
Kate did disclose to me that this Only Lemon effect, which is sort of connected, because in Midnight Ravens, I banned or blocked Kelly Geddes, and then the very next second, this Only Lemon effect came in.
Yeah.
Mark wants to how it works, I do not know.
Yeah.
How it works, I do not know. But Kate said,
either.
All I know is what Kate told me. She says that she'd got somebody. I don't know who it was. She didn't disclose that to me. She got somebody tracing the IP addresses. And she said
that's good.
It came up to 4 different locations. So I don't know.
Yeah. Holy cow. Holy cow.
You know, but it amazes me some of the lengths that people will go to.
Yeah. This is like, what is it in your life that is causing you to have nothing better to do than harass other people?
Exactly.
That's just my thought. You know, what is it that you feel like you have to, you know, bother other people and ruin their lives? Like it's pretty sad. But who's this person?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But they've gone.
I have a feeling it's that same person that you blocked earlier.
Probably.
Yeah. I don't want none of that today.
Tony says, I like your accent, Jeanette. It's so cool.
Aww. Hey,
well,
Tony, it's really nice. I like it too. Carter loves it.
Kate's just said they're jealous. Well, it's like they've probably got no friends. They need the attention. They're doing it for the attention, so they get some recognition, get some attention.
That's it. Yep.
But I mean, I look at it this way, Kate. The community that we've got and the people that come into the chat,
absolutely,
they will not stand for it whatsoever.
No. Yeah, exactly. That's right. Cheery Giggles.
You know, we all stand behind Kate, and it's the same if Kate James was going through the same thing. We'd all be there. We'd all be standing at the side. You know, we'd all be there standing up for you, trying to protect you. You know, we'd
be your witnesses. Yep, that's right. We stick together.
We do. You know, and you know, you get regular people that come like Tony, Cheery Giggles, Kate, God the good one. Well, same as I say, God the good one. I'm not actually Yorkshire. I was born and bred in Nottinghamshire.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. That's like when that person was bugging you about your baking and everything else. I was like, you know what? Like, first of all, for me, it was, you know, we all do different things when we're baking. We all have different routines. And whatever. So, and ovens all work different ways and everything else. So for them to come in and say, you should be doing this and this and this and this, and my stuff's better than yours and whatever, they have no idea until they taste what you bake.
Well, no, I mean, as I said, I've been baking. I'm 56 years old nearly. You know, that person is only 20. So who knows who's got the more experience out of the two of us? Absolutely. And I do know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. That's
Tony says that's Nottingham accent, Jeanette. Very cool.
Yeah.
Nottinghamshire accent and the Yorkshire accent are very similar. Now, Pixie was born and bred in Yorkshire, but I was born in Nottinghamshire, which is basically just the next county over. So that's why it does sound, pretty much a lot the same.
Well, that's like when people try to decide, like, they think a lot of the the English accents sound almost Irish sometimes. the way people talk, so it's hard to tell where anybody's from.
Oh, Chopper says we have a new foster puppy and she's crying under the house. Oh,
Aw. Hey, Donnie Shaw. Donnie Shaw is awesome. I love his accent too. He's awesome.
was
Hi,
he
Donnie.
Yorkshire lad?
What's that?
He's a Yorkshire lad.
Yeah. I love the way he talks. He sounds so funny. And then he tries to do different accents and stuff like that. That's hilarious.
I mean, you know, same as I mean, I can't do accents for Toffee, but I can only do my own. I have all on with that one. Let alone trying to do any others.
I have a habit of when I'm with someone who's British or when I'm with someone who's like of a different accent, after like a half hour of talking to them, I tend to start using their accent, and without knowing it, my brother does the same thing.
God's trying to say I'm a comedian. Try my best.
Yeah, that's it. So you don't look 56, Jeanette, before you look much younger. Yeah, she does. She doesn't look 56. You're right.
Well, I'm not actually 56 yet. I'm 56 in September, but I'm 55. Yeah. I'm laughing at what Mark says. He did. Yeah. He tried to do a Scottish accent, and I says, no matter how hard you try, Mark, it still sounds Irish to me.
Yeah, exactly. He's too Irish to be Scottish.
Yeah. This is what I say. I wouldn't even attempt to try an accent because I'm absolutely pants at it.
Yeah, exactly. Good at
it. You know, I mean, I can't do accents. So
yeah. What about Welsh?
No, I can't do the Welsh accent.
Yeah.
No, I can't do the Welsh accent at all.
Yeah.
I drove past Wales when we went down to trying to think where we went now, Bideford Bay and Minehead. I mean, we sort of went past Wales. That's the closest I've come to Wales.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Drove past it.
I need to come out. I need to come out to England just to visit. Yeah.
And Gregory says I'm got just a South Carolina accent. So as I say, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not one of these that, oh yeah, you know, I can't put a Poish accent on either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. When I am British, because my dad's side is like his dad's side is Irish, and my grandmother's side is hey Pixie. And my mom, his mom's side is English, right? And her last name was Nebodium, right? So
I can remember you saying about the castle and everything.
Yeah,
because I don't think I sound Welsh yet till I hear my voice on video, etc. See what Pixie's put. You want to put some beans and sausage? That sounds a bit what's it, doesn't it? I think it means beans on toast.
Yeah, probably. I was joking around. Who was I joking around with the other day? I was having, BTD Brad, and I said to him, I'm having bangers and mash today. I said I was having bangers and mash for lunch, and he started laughing. And of course, my kid said, "What's that, Mom?"
Potatoes and sausages.
Yep, mashed potato and sausages.
Yeah.
Yeah. But see, yeah, I am British, but it's like I don't have the accent. But if I get around a Brit long enough, I'll pick it up and I'll start talking like that.
Well, you see, same as I was saying the other day. I mean, when Callum was a toddler, we moved to Norfolk.
Yeah.
Now, they have got a very broad Norfolk accent, and you could tell when Callum obviously was going to school and everything, how he sort of picked that accent up.
Yeah. Yeah. Good old bangers and mash. Yeah, Mark, they're good, eh? Yeah. We have the big sausages too, no? Sorry.
Can you just keep them entertained for a couple of minutes while I put some toast and everything on and get everything sorted so Mr. P's not complaining he's had to come in and make his own dinner?
Yeah, we don't want that.
I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. Let's see here. What's that? I do know. So, how is everybody today? Yeah, Aussie accents. I love Mark Chopper's Rule. I love his accent. He's such a good accent. And it's like everybody, but when I come over there, they all say I have an accent. So we are so tough. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I know. Sausages are good. I get the they have so many different kinds out here. Honey garlic sausages. That's true. That's true, Pixie. That's right. How are you, good soul life? Good to see you here this morning. Okay. Yeah, I'll let Jeanette know when she comes back. Yeah, that's it. See, and that's the hard part because everybody knows you say, try me making other accents. Yeah, exactly. But I like your accent, Donnie. And it's like my sister-in-law, she's Irish. So her mom had a very clear Irish accent. She's from Northern Ireland. So welcome back, TH. Yeah, I know, eh? See? Thank God I have my 20-year-old still living at home. He makes some of my food for me. But yeah, it's if I get around a person long enough and I hang out, then I end up picking up their accent without even noticing I've done it. And I'll be sitting there talking with their accent. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've seen that one. Yes, they are. Yep. I like the cheese-filled ones. You know, yeah, they have cheese inside them. Yeah. And I have a George Foreman grill, so my son makes them on the George Foreman grill. And they're like having a barbecue inside is so good. Nope. Actually, she only had to block a couple people for some weird comments and whatever, but I think we've done pretty good so far. Yeah. Thanks for asking, TH. Yeah. But yeah, I like a lot of people. I use the word brilliant a lot, you know. But anyways, yeah, it's yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, Silverado likes to be called Tony. It's just much easier than saying the whole thing. I know. I like that too, Tony, because everybody calls me the Night Owl all the time. You guys can call me Vicky if you want because it's much easier. Yeah. So, but yeah. But I love food and everything else, but I've got to get over to England like my family way back my dad has traced us back and apparently yeah, exactly, Mark. I know that's why I blocked that right away. But we've been told we're heirs to Bodiam Castle, which is in Sussex. And I'm not sure what part of Sussex, but yeah, we've been told we're heirs to it and stuff. So one of our relatives went over there and we were talking to oh yes. Oh, come on, Donnie, you're making me hungry. And it's like 10 to 7 here. But oh, thank you. I'm Canadian, so but yeah, it's just I want to get over to England to visit Bodiam Castle and stuff like that. So I want to go visit it. And apparently Bodiam Castle is the only one that has a moat in England, as far as I know. I don't know if any of you have ever been near Bodiam Castle in Sussex or anything like that, but yeah, apparently it's the only castle in England, and I can't wait to see somebody on YouTube vlog it going there. Yeah. So yeah. Chicken burger. I've never.
I'm back.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Everything's set up for you. You've just got to.
Yeah. Aw.
Well,
We're talking about food now, Jeanette.
Oh, right. You've gone on to food, have you?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. We've had another one, have we?
Yeah. Hello.
yeah.
Thanks for Night Owl and Choppers for doing your moderating duties.
Absolutely.
Anyhow.
Yeah. As soon as that came on, I was like, "Yep, goodbye."
Well, that's third one so far.
Yeah. Well, I'm watching. The hard part is like you got to check out their channel to see, and if they have like
Yeah.
zero content and everything else, then you know it's just a
Well,
troll.
yeah. There's been three, but one was Mohammed Summit or other, and they've all been that sort of name.
Yeah.
Basically promoting
Yeah.
Allah, basically.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. It came on. There's somebody like they don't have a picture or anything, TH, but every so often there's somebody that'll come pop on, and yeah, it's not our friends. No. So.
And no. Well, we're assuming it's nothing because they've all been Mohammed and Ali, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it could be them, but I don't know. I mean,
oh, is that one? I don't know. I'll have to see.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I have to check it out. Wait and see. But yeah, you see, there's a stranger behind you, Jeanette. It was Pixie.
Oh, I don't know who that is then.
Me either. No. Of course, the stream is cool. Okay, see you later, TH.
Well,
You happy, Daddy?
I've put some toast in.
What, for yourself as well? Hey?
What?
Just for yourself?
Yeah, I've put water in coffee machine as well. Yes, I took a look at that person's channel and no content, no nothing.
Yeah. See, and that's what if there's no content or whatever, it's like there's one channel that I was supporting was Gorilla Bear Tech, and I mean he's an awesome guy and everything else, but now he's got these people who are making fake channels of his, and he's blaming certain YouTubers and everything else, and I'm like, I don't think that the YouTuber he's blaming is at fault, but I mean I can't, yeah.
Well, this is what I'm saying, Cheery. I mean, I've got up, I've done sort of set the foundation for Pixie's dinner, and this is I do get out of breath. I mean, as Chopper would say, I'm built for comfort, not speed.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
And Tony says I have started to get a few trolls in my live stream, starting to get famous on YouTube. Yeah. Well, you know you're famous once you start getting trolls in your stream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you realize that Carter's fallen asleep on my kitchen floor?
You know, you've made it big when you're getting trolls and everybody and thumbs down, especially thumbs down. You know, you're making it then when you're getting thumbs down.
That's it. Yep. Yeah. Carter, I guess he woke up early because I was up 5:30 our time is when I come on this morning. And
I'm just having to laugh at what Tony's put. I think he's supposed to have said hello the midnight raven, and he's put hello the midget raven.
No.
I've only just noticed what he's put.
Well,
Well,
it's like trivia.
yeah, but I mean, who are we to know that you are? Why did you time you out? You was anti-social. We didn't know that.
Yeah. We have content.
This is
Okay.
what we're saying, and we have had
We've
a lot
got
of
so many
trouble.
trolls. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's okay.
I mean, you probably have on this channel that you've come on now, but when I mean, we have had a lot of trouble with trolls, so I just go and check that channel out. One subscriber, no content, so that's why erring on the
Okay.
side of caution.
Yeah, we have to be careful though because of everything going on with
And this
with
is what I'm
Kate.
saying. I mean, you know, thumbs down, don't bother me.
Yeah.
You know,
Midget Raven. Equinox, you're too funny. Well, when I was doing my trivia on Monday night, it was funny because one of my friends, like Theodore Douglas, was supposed to be the answer, and she put Theodore Dolis, right? And then that turned into Deputy Dolis, and then we went Deputy Dolis Teddy, and this and that, the other thing, right? So SB Entertainment's created a whole character now, Deputy Dolis Teddy.
well, this is it. Same as I say. You know, I sort of looked at the comment and I thought, well, I'm sure it's supposed to mean Midnight Raven, but he put midget.
Yeah.
Auto correct.
Oh, okay. It's hard to see. Like, I mean, this is the thing. Like with accounts, there's people that have accounts that come on just to watch videos.
Oh.
You know, they're just on to watch videos and stuff, and
You
they
see,
don't have any content.
Cherry Giggles, it said it could be Kelly under those religious. This is why we're erring on the side of caution. But
yes,
not having, I mean, apart from God the Good One, we don't have no religious sort of spouting, as I call it.
Yeah. Yeah. We keep it clean here and we keep it friendly. Yeah.
Well, this is it. That sort of was what I was trying to get at. I mean, we know, you know.
Yeah.
We're not having anybody spouting, you know.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I agree with you. It's, you know, keep it clean, keep it family friendly, and whatever. Deputy dog. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So from now on, we've got to call Midnight Raven Midget Raven.
That's right. It's Midget Raven.
Yeah, we've got to call her Midget Raven from now on.
Even though she's about 6 foot tall.
Well, yeah. Well, I knew what he meant. He meant to put Midnight Raven, but he put midget instead.
Yeah, exactly. That's hilarious.
Well, this is it. Same as Equinox says. We have a few laughs along the way. It's the same as we said. It's all good fun.
Absolutely.
But there are certain people out there that are intent on spoiling people's fun.
They got nothing better to do, and that's what bugs me. You know, it's like, you know what, we're having a good time here, giggling, laughing, and getting to know each other and stuff like that. And it's like, you're gonna come in here and ruin all that, you know?
Well, this is it, Mark. Probably tomorrow, but as you can see, I'm trying to have my dinner, so I'm going to sort of shut it down because I'm trying to have my dinner, etc.
It's in the toaster.
I'll give you a sneak preview. Look, there you go, beans on toast.
Oh, yummy.
Breakfast of Englishmen.
Absolutely. That's what my kids do too.
But I've got like beans with sausages in them.
Good
yeah, that's
real.
You can always count on Pixie, I tell you.
Exactly, Equinox. Exactly. My sentiments exactly.
Yeah, you gotta chop them up, right, Equinox? Anyways, yeah. Yeah, my kids do that. They have the toast with a little bit of butter on it and they pour the beans on top. Yeah. So
there you go, Kate. I've rectified that one.
Yeah.
All right, I've not anything on tomorrow, so yeah, all is good.
Okay. All right. Holy
All right,
cow.
fancy beans on toast now.
Yeah,
As
exactly.
I say, the problem is with Pixie coming home every day, you've got to think of something different each day that he can have. I mean, normally he'll take either sandwiches or he'll get a sandwich while he's out or etc.
Yeah.
So with him coming home every day, you have to think of something different. I mean, like yesterday, he went to the chip shop and just got like a portion of chips, and we had.
Anybody want any leftovers?
Oh, darn it. The plate's empty, Pixie. Come on.
Yeah, so it like Monday, we had chicken for Sunday lunch. So I always sort of pick the bones, so to speak, after we've had Sunday lunch. I put it in a container. So we had chicken sandwiches Monday. Yesterday, he says, don't do me anything. He says, I'll call it Chippy. I'll get a small portion of chips and we'll have like chip butties.
Yeah.
So obviously today he's sort of said, you know, put some beans on toast on. So, you know, I'm sort of running after ideas fast. You know what I mean? And we're sort of not going shopping like till towards the end of the week. It's you get what you're given, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly. So either take it or leave it. You can go hungry.
Well, this is it. I mean, from my perspective, you've been fed, haven't you?
Yeah. Your tummy's full. Stop.
You know, it's more than what you would have got normally because you did, you know, had a pack up or a sandwich while you're out. You've got more than what you usually get.
Yep. Spaghetti on toast. Yes, that's actually really good too. Yeah.
Only when I do spaghetti on toast, it's like out of a tin as well. Spaghetti hoops or something like that.
I hear you too. Yep. I did the same thing. No making nothing from scratch for me.
But
all right. Well, we'll let you go eat.
My favourite is Iffett's. What's that? Iffett's?
I don't know what Iffett's. Tomato toast. Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, you see, I'm going to say when I mean this is the thing. Pixie will not eat fresh tomatoes. You know, like the tomatoes that you pick off a plant. Pixie will not eat them sort of tomatoes. Now he'll eat tin tomatoes.
Yeah.
Chopped tomatoes, but he will not eat like salad as you have in, you know, tomatoes that you have in a salad, etc.
Oh wow.
Or let's say, you know, as you do when you cook breakfast, you cut a, you know, and grill a tomato under the grill. No, no way, no way. And he'll only eat tin tomatoes.
That's weird, but I mean, there's a lot of people who won't eat tomatoes, period, but they'll use ketchup.
So
yeah.
Pixie's a big fan of what we call brown sauce, HP. Okay. Sorry, Midnight Raven. And me and Callum prefer ketchup.
Yeah. See, I like HP sauce with steak, or depending on the type of sausage. Yeah, it's good.
Mark says over here we say a butty so fast. We're basically asking for a buddy.
Yeah.
A buddy. Yeah, not a buddy. It sounds like a Pakistani Irish accent to me. You know, just saying. This is why I don't do accents, because you know, either way I sound like a Pakistani.
Yeah.
Yes. Pixie's already said that one, Mark. Chopper's rule.
What?
Baked beans are good for your heart. Baked beans make you hard.
We say our thing here is beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. Beans with every meal.
Oh, Midnight Raven's having a fry up.
Oh, yum. Brad came on the live stream on Saturday with he had fish and chips, and the size of the piece of fish, Jeanette. I have to vlog going out for fish and chips here. The size of the piece of fish was like this big, and it was like this thick, and I'm like, oh my gosh, now that's a piece of fish. But out
Well,
here, it's like
we've got a chip shop that's sort of just up the road.
right.
Now, when Pixie said you go in for a small portion of fish, a small portion of chips, but they're that big that you can feed 5,000 with a small portion of chips.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You know, so after my surgery, I mean, every now and again, I do like a piece of fish from the chip shop. So, and he always says, I have a mini fish, if you know what I mean. It's like you know, but the fish, the normal fish is like a whale. You know what I mean? So I always say to him, well, I'll just have a mini fish because that's about all I can manage. And even the mini fish are like whoppers.
Holy cow. Yeah, they're even big. Yeah, he had it. And the thing too is like the one restaurant that we do go to wraps it in paper and everything else the way you guys do it out there. But yeah, it's not even half of what you guys get. And I mean, the fish is good, don't get me wrong. Like, it's really good and it's flaky. It's cooked well, but the batter you guys have over there and the chips are like this thick, you know, and stuff like that. So it's really, really good.
Hey, our Equinox says when we go to the meet on the 21st of July, he says he might have to bring some homemade fish cakes.
There you go. I don't know if I'll be there in July, but I'm going to try my best to be there with Crimson in September.
A bit later on in year. We see I'm providing cake.
No. See, now I have to get there.
Because we went in Random Life Productions the other day, and basically I was saying it's got to be something that can travel well, if you know what I mean. It's all right doing these fancy cakes and everything, but when you get there and everything's all squished outside it, you know what I mean? It's got to be something like the lemon drizzle or the 7-Up pancake or...
I don't care what it is if you're baking it, I'm there.
Tony says, what meetup is that, Jeanette? We're having a meetup in Birmingham on the 21st of July for the UK YouTubers.
At 12 o'clock at the Bull Ring.
12 o'clock at the Bull Ring.
Okay.
So, so we're having a meetup 12 o'clock at the Bull Ring. And we were talking about it in Random Life Productions the other day. So I said, well, basically, what I'll do is I'll probably make about 3 lemon drizzles and a couple of 7-Up pancakes. And then she was saying, sort of, you know, if everybody could, because I've got paper plates, I've got napkins, I've got, you know, plastic forks and spoons. So Gail said, like, you know, if everybody could chip, like, let's say a pound or something in towards the ingredients and everything else that I've bought.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Mark says it. Well, funny thing is, Kate's on about coming, Mark. So I mean, you would be able to be accompanied by an adult.
Yeah.
If Kate's coming. So, I mean, that's the thought.
Yeah. As long as he's accompanied by an adult, he should be okay to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with me, Chocolate.
Of course you can. But will we recognise you without your mask on? That's the thing.
Yeah. Or will he have his mask on?
Well, that's it.
It's not that Leeds fan, is it?
God, the good one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he's from Leeds, isn't it?
Oh, come on.
Yes, he is Leeds.
Let's not say.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but this is the thing. She's not that brave. She don't live stream. She just trolls people. So I don't think there'll ever be a time when she reveals herself or himself.
Yeah, we don't know whether it's a guy or a girl. Carter, get up.
But yeah, so God the good one, if you want to come, it's 12 o'clock at the Bull Ring in Birmingham. And if you want to know why we picked Birmingham, it's like central to us, to everyone, most people, Birmingham is like central because we've got Random Life Productions that's coming all the way from London. So we picked that location basically because to be central to everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's Manchester.
Oh,
my favorite
well,
place.
there you go. There you go, Tony. I mean, at this rate, I'm going to have to get everybody stickers as well.
Yeah.
You know, I am so and so with a name on it, so we know everybody.
Yeah, exactly. From the West Country. Oh, cool.
I might sneak there and sit and watch.
Why not, right? Well, you better be careful because we might think you're a troll.
God, the good one says I might sneak there and sit and watch. You never know.
Yeah.
Right, I am going to shut it down because my beans on toast
Okay.
cold. And yeah, so Tony to God the good one, anybody else? 21st of July, 12 o'clock at the Bull Ring. And if you're going
2
by
days
train,
after my birthday.
and if you're going by train, the train stops right at the side of the Bull Ring, so it's not far from where we're meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony, he says, can I come if I can make it? Yeah, by all means. You know, it's
cost you 200 quid.
It's basically a YouTube meetup, you know, and it's basically so we can all meet up, we can all get to know one another other than doing this. Yeah, name tags.
And that's with the Pixie. He takes any sort of money anytime fund.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's 2 days after my birthday, Jeanette.
The Pixie GoFundMe.
Yeah, that's it. Doesn't matter what it's for, just go fund him, right?
Yeah, it's GoFundMe.
You won't miss me. I'll be the gobby one. Oh, please. But yes, 2 days after
even though
my
I've
birthday.
got to put all the effort in making the cakes and everything, you know, he's going to reap all the profits.
Yep, that's right.
Right, I'm going to go, and thank you for everybody for joining me. But Betty is no more, Mark. It fell out the sky, but Dirty Gertie's going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Equinox has just said Betty is no more, but Dirty Gertie will be going.
Yeah. Well, hopefully about 11 o'clock my time, so it should be about 4, maybe 5 your time. I'm gonna go live for a bit and just do some.
Yeah.
Tell Pixie I still have some Walking Dead questions.
Said, can you do a cheesecake? I have got a cheesecake video up, and it's called white chocolate cheesecake. If you want to take a look at it. So yeah, so there is a cheesecake video up, and it's called a white chocolate cheesecake. So if you want to, but I have got sort of a pavlova in the pipeline as well.
Ooh, oh, yummy! Can't wait for that one.
So Kate says coconut cake. Well, you see, the only problem is none of us really like coconut, so to be a bit pointless making a coconut cake and nobody wanting to eat it. Okie dokie, then I'll probably go live tomorrow morning again. So being as I've been a bit out of the loop this week, and I'll see you all on the next one. Thank you for
bye, Jeanette.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.